Most people think you have to be pushy to close high-ticket coaching sales, and most of those people are going to be broke for the rest of their lives. I've done over $20 million in one-to-one sales, and I'm going to show you guys today how to become the kind of salesperson that people trust rather than the kind of salesperson that is always on the chase, using manipulative tactics, weird scripts, just having a hard time making any real money in this world. And just for those of you guys that are kind of skeptics about this, look, let me tell you something really frank and just honest here, okay? There are a ton of companies out there in the world right now that are spending $100,000, $200,000, $500,000, $1 million a year bringing in consultants, bringing in experts that can drive them X and 10X results. So some of you guys are like, oh, nobody spends $100,000. Look, that's all I've sold for the last 3 years. And I didn't do it by being pushy, just so you guys know. I didn't do it by having some magic presentation that I can show you my 25 slides and say, oh, it's because of all this magic stuff I put together. I did it by doing two very easy things anybody can do. And if you can just pay attention to what I'm going to tell you guys over the next couple of minutes, you're never going to really struggle again with regards to getting sales done, especially if you're in the high-ticket coaching space. This stuff is absolutely going to crush for you. And let's just get right into this. So number one, you have to remember that people buy their expectation. So if they expect by spending $100,000 with you, they're going to make back 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, 10 million, there will be zero problem getting them to actually buy. And so you have to understand in your sales process, number one, you need to identify a problem that can make them $1 million if you want to sell them a $100,000 product, number one. And number two, you have to understand how to position what you're showing them in a way that they see the potential. People chase reward. They want to know, I'm going to be richer, I'm going to be sexier, I'm going to be happier, I'm going to be whatever. They want to get something more, especially in the business space. When you're selling business related like coaching or consulting, people are looking for an ROI. I have a client we were speaking with this last week, and he was talking to me and he's like, well, it's kind of a lot of money. And I was like, hey, look, it's only a lot of money if you and I don't do the work together. Otherwise, it's just an investment. And after a couple of months, you'll make all that money back and then some. So it's not really that much money. It's just a little bit up front, right? And he said, yes, not pushy, just pointing out the facts, right? So when you guys are talking to people, it's very important at the beginning of your calls that you identify what the problems are and have an understanding of what the potential is. If you're working as a salesperson inside of a company, you should have a bunch of testimonials that you can show people. Hey, this is John. He did this. We did this. He got that. Hey, this is Susie. She didn't want to start. She was scared. We did a payment plan for her just because she was so scared. We did this. She did this. She got that. And you just repeatedly show them over and over and over again what the possibilities are. And then you tie it back to solving their specific problem. You tie it back to using your system, your blueprint, your mechanism, your tools, your technology, your strategy to solving their problem and unlocking what's already available to them. And here's a big key on this point for you guys. A big key on this is the opportunity is already there. They just don't know it because they haven't received it yet. It's already there. How does a company go from making $1 million in 1 year to making $5 million the next year? There's not a new opportunity. The opportunity was already there. They just didn't know how to grab it. They just didn't know how to get it. And so when you, the salesperson or the business owner selling the offer or the service to somebody, when you're talking to them, you have to help them to understand the reason why they're not feeling pain right now is because they don't know what they're already losing. And so when you show them testimonial after testimonial after testimonial, what you're doing for them is you're helping to see like, wow, all these other people are getting what they want. Why shouldn't I? And the second point, and the second thing is super important for you guys to understand when it comes to being able to sell high ticket without being pushy, is you have to be very good at building trust. And all of trust building is done By listening, number one, and asking great follow-up questions, number two. That is what builds trust. It's what builds what salespeople call rapport. Rapport is not how, did you catch the game? How was your weekend? What's the weather like? That's not building rapport. Building rapport is when somebody sees you as being attentive to them, meaning you pay attention, and understanding them and understanding what they're going through and what it's going to take for them to get out of that into the next level of their life, the next goal they want to achieve. And it's actually not that hard. Now, if you're very extroverted, you might have to mute yourself a bunch of times on the phone to keep yourself from talking when they're about to tell you something really important that would help you to close the deal. But the easiest thing to do is to just go into the call prepared. Hey, I know, and if you guys saw my video that I did on my index card script, I have an index card and my whole script is on that index card. It's 10 things. That's it. It's 10 things. If I go through those 10 things, I know whether or not I can sell them, I know how much they can pay, and I know how fast they're going to pay. It's that easy. So you guys have to go in prepared and know, okay, if I can get these things out of this person, if I can get them to trust me and share these things with me and give them to me in enough detail, all I have to do at the end of the call to get them to buy, I don't have to manipulate them into a corner. I don't have to ask them questions they can't say no to. I don't have to do weird stuff. I just need to demonstrate to them, hey, look, you have a problem. It might not feel that painful right now because you don't realize that there's all this opportunity on the other side of that problem. And we do. We have a specific solution for that. We have a specific strategy for overcoming that. And if you'll just do your part here, just pay this money, we're going to take you from where you are to where you want to be. And if this brought value for you guys, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Leave a comment below. By the way, I answer everybody's comments. If you have a question, I'll answer it. Just post it below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.